All right, super cool kids. We're preparing for our asynchronous snow day for tomorrow. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the writing prompt for today and tell you how you all got it wrong and we need to look at it again. That's on me. You didn't all get it wrong, but I want you to make sure we understand where we're coming from. That way you can unsubmit and do it again and have it to me by noon on Thursday so that we can farm them out for everybody to check. So I screwed up giving you the thing, and so it was on a different sheet of paper and whatever. But now this is it all together, so you can look at this if you need to. Um, it's from Pew Research. If you see down there at the bottom, I've got it covered up with my big fat head. But the graph is entitled "Percentage Who Always Vote Ideologically." Okay, so let me help you understand what that means. Percentage of people who always vote ideologically. We have looked at it, haven't gotten to that section in the notes yet, but we've talked about the fact that ideology is your beliefs about how government should work. And it should give you the hint down there at the bottom that this is the sort of ideologies that we're talking about. And we have talked about those before. Okay. So there was some confusion as to what this meant, what these numbers actually represent. They don't add up to 100. They shouldn't. What they are representing is for people that responded to this survey that consider themselves consistently liberal, they vote ideologically 58% of the time. Doesn't matter what the candidate is or any of that kind of thing. It's an issue that they feel a particular way about because of their consistently, liberal leanings, and that's how they vote. Consistently liberal, 58% of the time. You know, or I'm sorry, 58% of the people who call themselves consistently liberal always vote based on their ideology. It doesn't matter about the candidate or the specific issue; they vote ideologically. Then you look people that call themselves mostly liberal. 43% of them say that that's the overriding factor, basically that they're saying. Mixed view, as you see, it gets a little lower in the middle. Is 39% of those people that say I'm sort of liberal sometimes and sort of conservative, and I vote ideologically based strictly on my belief systems 39% of the time. Then it goes back up again for mostly conservative, and then is incredibly high for consistently conservative. If I called myself consistently conservative, then out of that group of people, out of 100% of those people that call themselves consistently conservative, 78% of them vote that way ideologically every time. That's how they vote every time. These people don't always vote conservative. These people, like in this last gubernatorial election in North Carolina, some of these people may have actually voted for Roy Cooper instead of Dan Forrest or something like that. You're going to see your mixed people. Obviously, it makes sense they go back and forth. But each of these represents a portion of 100% of these people. 100% of out of all the consistently conservative respondents, 78% said that their ideology drives their voting every time in everything that they vote on. So now that you know that, maybe this will make a little more sense to you down here. Describe the percentage of those who identify as mostly conservative who always vote. It's asking you to describe these numbers, not the people. You're not trying to predict who those people are. Describe a trend in the data. Well, you see some are higher than others. What do you see? And that sort of stuff. And then you are describing that based on this. You're describing this that you see in front of you. Draw a conclusion to explain that trend. Then maybe you can get into kind of predicting who these people are and why they vote this way ideologically in these particular numbers. And then finally explain how public policy is affected by the trend. This is for you being able to understand that that these people that think this way, that drives how they vote. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to post this. If you want to change your business, please do unsubmit and send it right back to me by noon on Thursday.